Arsenal early season report, player ratings, winners, losers and key issues for Unai Emery to address. Unai Emery has endured a torturous baptism as Arsenal manager. 2 defeats, 2 wins, and the reality of the size of the task in front of him has been made very clear. Arsenal were exposed as being miles behind Manchester City, light years behind the reigning Premier League champions. The defeat at Chelsea offered positives in that in the past they would have crumbled, and yet they fought back from 2-0 down, only to lose 3-2. But good signs. Then the win over West Ham was not entirely convincing, and the win at Cardiff was entertaining and showed they can create chances, even if they cannot defend very well. It is obvious that Arsenal do not have a very good squad right now. It has been indicated. Arsene Wenger had an amazing knack of dragging teams into the top 4, and yet that looks a long way off this season for Emery. It will be a long rebuilding job. But Arsenal fans are always impatient. Emery wants to play a different way. He has got the defense playing a high line and Petr Cech playing out from the back. It will take time for Cech to adjust, just as it did for Ederson at Manchester City. But on the one hand, Arsenal fans seem to accept Emery needs time. If he needs time, then so does Cech. You can't have it both ways. And Cech is playing a blinder as a keeper. Granit Xhaka is as frustrating as ever. Matteo Guendouzi has been a big positive, while Lucas Torreira has been terrific whenever he has got on. Mesut Ozil has been frustrating. Aaron Ramsey has been unfairly picked on, and the 2 centre-halves not quick enough. There is plenty of work to be done. If Arsenal finish 6th, they will have done well. Petr Cech, he never was a sweeper keeper, but recent displays have shown he is a top keeper. 8/10 Hector Bellerin, 7/10 he is being told to push forward and is following instructions. Will blossom under Emery. Socrates Papastathopoulos the better of the 2 centre-halves, beyond his best but a solid start. 6/10 Shkodran Mustafi, good goal at Cardiff, but still not quite good enough for a £30m plus defender. 5/10 Nacho Monreal never lets you down, solid, free scoring and last season's best player. 7/10 Granit Xhaka, he has been poor. Emery needs to coach him, get his concentration back and rid him of silly mistakes. 4/10 Matteo Guendouzi, what an unexpected bonus. Not as good as some people said against Man City, but overall excellent. 8/10 Lucas Torreira, high mark despite only being a cameo. He has undoubted quality. Start him. 8/10 Henrik Mkhitaryan, very average. Picks and chooses his moments, needs to show more quality and more often. 6/10 Alexander Lacazette, silly mistake at Chelsea but a good finisher. Get him in the team with Aubameyang. 7/10 Mesut Ozil, come on, start showing you are £350,000 a week worth of player. Disappointing. 4/10 Aaron Ramsey, he gets an 8 because if people can't see how important he is, then they must be blind. Free scoring midfielders are priceless. 8/10 Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has missed chances and scored a cracker but has yet to hit the heights this season. 6/10 credit must go to Unai Emery for attempting to speak English even though he is clearly struggling. He has a full-time language teacher with him at the training ground and a translator for press conferences. As his English improves, so will his influence on the team. His team will also improve as his methods take shape. He was a safe pair of hands appointment. Not from the A-list of managers despite success in the Europa League with Sevilla because he had mixed fortunes at Paris Saint-Germain. But Arsenal gives him the platform to establish himself as one of the best. Can he do it? I think it's more of a question of whether he has got the players. Emery needs to rebuild. These are difficult times for Arsenal. But Stan Kroenke's full takeover means no more infighting at board level, but the uncertainty over Ivan Gazidis has been a distraction. Gazidis has been a good chief executive, is a good guy, and yet, having pushed through change, is now torn over whether to leave for AC Milan. If a player was in the same situation while in negotiations, Gazidis would be demanding he stayed. It would be utterly bizarre if he left. But he probably will. It only adds to the turbulence at the Emirates, and Emery must be afforded time.